will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Potts. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Horn. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Horn. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Baylor's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. The Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's the handoff. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Finds his big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. He's got him. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Got it behind the line. It's Horn. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wants to throw it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Turner. On target. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He fires to the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bears!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Snagged in the middle. It's Miranda. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Peppers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down. Pulls it in. It's Horn. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Horn. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, but they stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Peppers.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Horn. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Miranda. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They just keep firing. Takes the grab over the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Blow. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught, close to the marker, it's York. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Miranda. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Fakes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Turner. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Armour. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Rushes on him. Skips away from pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen from the defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Absolutely perfect. And we are all tied up here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 17 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a crease. It's Peppers. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to go up top in times running out in the half. Got his man. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Turner. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that...
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running to the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Turner. Got his man on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Setting up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Bears have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Trying to find the end zone.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Baylor! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Miranda.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. He can line them up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Defense looks like they're coming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Turner. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
That's reeled in. It's Armour. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Going to look downfield again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Armour. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. reduced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a set.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Miranda. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Grab behind the line. It's Horn. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Buying some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's got it. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Baylor! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Horn. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Turner. Steps away to find some room. And he's got it inside the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The quick out. There he goes. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocked.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. LSU quick to the line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough fight today.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on big tight end, makes the grab, it's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Miranda. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Dropping back, it's Turner. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now improvising. Breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Bears! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And back to the air on second down. Unleashes one. Working the middle. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. It'll be third and long. The DBs will back off a bit. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw.